Good morning, ladies. It's Monday. Monday Fun Day Weigh-In Day, right? Stats Day. The time is now 3:09. I've been up since about 2 o'clock this morning. Tough weekend. I had a hair appointment. And then I was trying to catch up on my missed goals. So I finally got to my upstairs. So I didn't exactly complete the goals this weekend, but I did get the, I'm going to move over here because this is where it's going to show up. I finally get, no, actually it's going to show up over here. So let me move over here. All right. So I finally did get the one carpet cleaning in my office. I got that done. Check. And I got one of the 2 carpet cleanings that I wanted to do in the room that's going to be my nursery. So I got that done. So then I had a stretch goal of cleaning the bathroom. Well, the overachiever in me. But anyway, while I was up there, the tub spout in the bathroom, I'm going to tell you how much of a DIYer I am. The tub spout in the bathroom was stuck in the up position. My niece didn't bother to tell me that they could only take showers and not baths. Just another one of the frustrating things about her leaving and not telling me anything. We ain't even gonna mention the kicked in door. I'm not even going to get there because I'm about to take my blood pressure. But the spout was stuck in the up position, and I mean, I tried everything. I took it off. I soaked it in CLR. This thing just wouldn't budge. So I ended up having to go to Lowe's, not sponsored. Bought a new tub spout, but I also bought a new drain stopper. Instead of the little flip thing, I got the one that you can step on and press, and and a new overflow thing. So I put a couple of new fixtures in the bathroom. I did clean the shower. I had to change the toilet seat. The toilet seat was broken. Something else my niece didn't bother to tell me before she left. See, I don't go up there. I don't have a need to go up there because my niece was using my office because she worked from home as well and needed to be tied to a phone. So I let her have the office. But long before that, the baby niece commandeered the office as like her playroom. So, you know, it is what it is. And it was just such a mess up there, I just decided not to go. Hi, Sky. Come here. Yeah, hi. You want to say hi to the people? You in here? You want to say hi to the people? Say hi. No? She's not interested. Okay. All right, putting you down. You came in here like you was interested. Anyway. So, I just got ambitious. In addition to that, like, I bought new shower heads. So I got a new shower head in my shower, a new shower head for the one upstairs. They're basically the same shower heads. So, I haven't decided that I like this shower head from my old shower head. So I only installed the one in my shower so I could try it out. And then, if I don't like this one, I'll put my old shower head back, move that one upstairs. But if I do like it, then I have another one that I can install upstairs. So I don't know. I'm a DIYer, and when I go in Lowe's, it's like a second home, and I buy all kinds of stuff. So I have as much as I'm trying to clear up debt and not spend as much money, I done spent some money this week. Okay, so anyway. So the bathroom was like half clean because I was using the sink with the carpet cleaner and all that great stuff. So the sink is kind of still a mess. I still need to change the toilet seat and clean up the floor, clean up the toilet, and then clean up the floor. I did change the little flapper thing inside the toilet, so that was something else I did. I'm a total DIYer. So like when I bought my house, like this green paint, I had to remove the wallpaper. I painted everything. I painted the ceilings. I painted the walls. I did it all myself. So I change fixtures, plumbing fixtures, electrical fixtures. I do it all. So, I can get carried away. So I got carried away with some of the other things. I bought a new bath mat. Anyway. But that's what I did. I am close to completing that goal. I just have the one more cleaning in the nursery to get that goal done. And maybe I'll get to that this week and not wait till the weekend. As you guys know, the backyard got cleaned out and all of that great stuff. I'm totally rambling, but I'm excited because I also did the carpet cleaning in the hallway. So at least I did that. So I feel accomplished this weekend. It took all day yesterday. Was on my feet. My poor feet and ankles were just not feeling me at all yesterday. A couple of trips to Lowe's. A trip to a night trip to Walmart to get supplies and everything. So everything is coming along there. Hopefully things will come along here. So I need to make some comments about my stats this morning. So I'm officially off the birth control. I know today is Monday. My last day on birth control was Thursday, which means I took it Thursday night. Which means my first day with no birth control in my system would have been Saturday. So I don't know what this is going to mean for the scale. It also doesn't help that I had a couple of cheat meals. Well, you know, sometimes you just need to feed your soul. So Saturday, there's a Cuban place right next to my hairdresser. So I got some ribs, pork ribs, no barbecue sauce. I'm not a fan of barbecue sauce, but no barbecue sauce. Black rice. It had beans in it and some plantains. Not horrible if you're gonna cheat, but definitely not keto with all the rice and the plantains. There was no vegetable. I probably should have put a vegetable in there, but whatever. And yesterday, well, I was. Let me just say, I often get cravings for a vanilla cone and French fries. It's something about the sweet salt. So I went to McDonald's. I got a vanilla cone and a small fry. Nothing to drink, just a vanilla cone and a small fry. That's all I wanted from McDonald's. That's what I got. But when I go to Lowe's, you know how they have like the food cart like outside. Something about street food that I miss from like the city. When I went to college, there were a lot of street trucks, and I just miss street food. I don't see it a lot. They have like food truck bazaars here, but you don't see a lot of like food trucks here in Orlando. So I miss street food. So when I go to Lowe's, I have to get like a spicy sausage or smoked sausage or a kielbasa with my spicy mustard, ketchup, and relish. Like, I just have to. I did drink water. I didn't get a soda, no chips, but I just feel like I have to. And I went to Lowe's twice this weekend, so I got 2 of those. So sorry, keto. I'm totally not in ketosis. I'm sure I'm not, but they were earlier in the day, and I had a keto dinner. And then I was, you know, carpet cleaning and changing fixtures and all of that. And you know, my legs hurt, you know, so I was moving around. I feel like, you know, I got a good burn. But, yeah. But I want to quantify my results because I'm running out of blood pressure medicine. You know, I said earlier that my Ari, since I was on the birth control, he wanted me to double my blood pressure meds. But he didn't give me a new script. So I started to run out of meds, and it was too soon for me to get the next month's. So at any rate, I scheduled an appointment with my primary care physician. I have that this morning. I see them at 7:50, which is part of the reason why I'm up this early, because I got a lot of work to do. I had to edit this morning's video so it could go out. And I still wanted to get my workout in this morning. So that's why I'm up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Trying to get it all done. So I don't know why that being up at 2, how the sleep that I got between like 10 and 2 o'clock, how that's going to affect my blood pressure. But also, I've only been taking one pill twice a day because I'm trying to stretch the pills that I have. So when I go to the doctor this morning, hopefully I can get a new script for the 2 pills twice a day to get my blood pressure back in a normal range. And then also talk about my glucose. And my glucose being high, you know, even when I was good on keto, like completely good on keto, it was still always high in the morning. I did some research on my birth control, which is Reclipsin, and one of the side effects is abnormal glucose readings. So that might be why my morning readings were so high, because I do take that pill at night. So I'm hoping that a little bit of time off the pill, I don't know if this morning will be enough. Yesterday, my glucose was like 128, so that's lower than it has been while I was on birth control. Hopefully, it'll get lower, but again, I did have the ice cream and the french fries and the sausage yesterday. But again, that was earlier in the day, so I'm hoping, you know. Anyway, I rambled enough. It's over 10 minutes. Sorry. But I just needed to quantify all of that. And plus, I'm proud. I'm working on my goals. I'm a little late with them, but, you know, work has been a little crazy. And, sometimes trying to get stuff. I've been using all my weekends to try to work on these goals. And sometimes I just feel like I need a break. I had a couple of working weekends. I had a working weekend last weekend. Or I should say this actually Friday. So I was late working on Friday. And sometimes I just want the weekend to myself. Especially because I hadn't had any time off of work. And so I'm not going to beat myself up about not getting to some of the goals before the cycle day 21. So considering that my FET was pushed out, blessings in disguise, because it is what it is. All right, so here we go with the blood pressure. Okay, it's bad. It's so bad. And as long as it took, it still said I'm going to take it again. 164 over 106. That's really bad, y'all. But let's hold some conversation. And this thing thinks my cuff is loose. It's super tight. And it wasn't even well positioned. But I don't know. I'm going to reposition this. And then we'll have the chit chat. Alright, so the other thing I was doing this morning was watching YouTube videos. And congratulations simply to Nika. She hit her milestone of 2,000 subscribers. Congratulations. And I am losing this. How about we just take that off? Okay, so congratulations on your 2,000 subscribers. And before your YouTube anniversary, your YouTube anniversary is today on October 15th. So, happy YouTube anniversary. I'm just going to take my glucose and while I'm giving my blood pressure a little bit more time. And then we'll talk and maybe I can calm down a little bit. I did take my meds last night, but I don't know, this reading like super high. I have a headache this morning. I just think my blood pressure is just high this morning. Why, I don't know. Other than I feel a little stressed out about what I need to get done this morning. But, I don't know. I didn't have... Well, I drank water yesterday. But see, also now that I'm off the birth control, I'm not retaining water. So I need to drink more water so that I'm not dehydrated. So, things I have to work on. So, but we'll see. I don't know. Again, I'm interested in my weight. I have gotten on the scale this week, and you know, the weight was pretty stable, but again, my last birth control pill was Thursday night, so I'm getting a whole lot of blood out of this finger, and I do not want to have to poke myself again. Let me see. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. So we'll see. 121. It's lower than it was yesterday morning. I think it will come down. It will come down. At least it's not 135 or 155 or whatever. So, there it is. At least it's coming down. I think I just have to give my body a little bit longer to get the birth control out of my system. So hopefully by next week, it'll be normal, like it's supposed to be normal. So, I do think the ashwagandha helps. I've been taking the ashwagandha. Now I'm taking it twice a day. I get sleepy after taking the ashwagandha still. So, I think it helps. I think it kind of helps me get to sleep. Maybe not necessarily stay asleep. But we all know I'm a borderline insomniac anyway, right? Alright, so let's take the blood pressure again and see if it improves. Alright? Alright. Alright, it still thinks it's loose. It improved a little bit. It actually hasn't been this high. I don't know. Do I get nervous in front of the camera taking my blood pressure? I don't know. But it actually hasn't been this high. But I haven't been taking it at 3 o'clock in the morning either. So, I don't know. But good thing I'm going to see the doctor, right? So, I will let you know what the numbers look like at the doctor's office. And what comes out of that from this morning. Out of that conversation. I'll be seeing a new doctor because I was trying to get in quick. The regular doctor that I see is not going to be in. So, this is a new doctor in that practice. I haven't seen him before. Her? I don't know. But I'm just trying to get in because I need the script for my blood pressure. So I can continue to take the 2 pills because the 2 pills twice a day definitely has my blood pressure a lot closer to the normal range. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But all right, so I rambled on enough. I'll get back to you guys after I see the primary care physician and let you know how things are. I gotta weigh in. Duh. Alright, so I'm not wearing much of anything, so I'm gonna position the camera and then I'll be back, okay? Alright. Okay, ladies. I'm back. Woo! Alright, let's get on the scale. I'm not excited about this. Alright, so calibrated at 0. Position my hands. We are doing fat analysis. Stepping on the scale. Feeling a little bloated. I think it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I just saw the weight. Oh God, I'm up. But I'm also dehydrated. And I have not made a bowel movement. So I'm basically going backwards here, y'all. Oh. Don't turn the scale off. Alright, I just wanted to get closer. 242. Yeah, I know. I know. But I also had beef short ribs for dinner, so I'm sure that that's heavy. But again, haven't had the bowel movement, so not happy about 242.4, considering that I was 240.6. So that's almost a 2-pound gain in this week. But coming off of birth control, I just knew. You know what? I'm also retaining water. Body fat is 49. So maybe that's my extra 2 pounds. I am retaining water like crazy. My ankles, you cannot see my ankles. My ankles are so swollen right now. And that water, that's probably my blood pressure. My visceral is still 10. It had went up to 11, so that's good. And my body age is down because the body fat is down. So, but yeah, so I'm retaining water. Gotta see what I can do to like drop some of this water before I get on the scale at the doctor's office. I'll let you guys know what the scale says at the doctor's office too. I'll be clothed, and all of that, but I don't know. Retaining a lot of water. My ankles were swollen last night, but it might be salt from the McDonald's fries, as well as the sausages, and then just water retention in general. Being on my feet all day yesterday, my legs are like so sore. So that should get a lot better. Once I get on the treadmill in my sauna suit, I'll be forced to sweat. A lot of that water will come off. So that should help. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I rambled on. This video is going to be like a half-hour long. Anyway, I will see you ladies after my primary care physician appointment. Okay? All right. See you in a bit. Hey ladies, I am leaving the primary care physician's office. Give me a second. Okay. So, you'll notice this band-aid on my finger here. So we talked about two things. We talked about my blood pressure and we talked about my glucose. So let's talk about my glucose first, because that one's easier. Alright, so I told her that, now mind you, this isn't the last physician that I've been seeing. This is a new physician. There's like 3 or 4 physicians in there. I've never met this one before, but the good news is she's pregnant and she's a little fluffy. So being a little fluffy and being pregnant, I felt really good in my exchange with her about what I'm trying to do and what's going on with my body right now. So she was saying that to be diabetic, which I'm like clinically diabetic, and to have an A1C previously of 6.4, that was really good, right? Now, I told her that I felt like the birth control that I was on, Reclipsin, was elevating my blood pressure, because despite my diet, my fasting blood sugars were still coming in high at like 135, sometimes 155. But it's fine during the day. Like, it doesn't seem to like spike or anything like that, but it'll stay in that high level. But I'm done with the birth control. So the morning pricks you saw this morning, I was like 120 something. So that seems to be making its way down. So I told her it had been a while since I've had my A1C taken, and she said, okay, well, let's get your A1C taken today. They have a machine here in the office. They prick your finger. That's why I have the Band-Aid. It takes about 6 minutes, and they can get your A1C. All right, fine. So they took my A1C, and it came back 6.3, which is actually better than 6.4, which means I'm doing something right. So basically, she said, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. 6.3 is great. I'm not inclined to make any modifications to your medicines or anything. So I'm like, okay, cool. So now, let's talk about my blood pressure. So, oh, I should also add, hold on, there's a Panera right here. I want to get me some breakfast while I'm out. I should also add that I'm 6 pounds lighter than the last time they saw me. So that's great. The scale weighed in at 240, which is better than 242, right? It was like 240 and a little bit. All right, let me get breakfast and come right back. All right. I'm like starving. You guys have no idea. Okay, so let's see, where was I? So I'm 6 pounds down. Sorry, let me take care of this. Okay, so I am 6 pounds down from the last time they saw me. Can we just first start that I thought my appointment was at 7:50 this morning, and that I was about 20 minutes late when actually my appointment was at 8:50 this morning. Yeah, so I was actually like 40 minutes early. And they didn't see me until after 8:50. Anyway, what am I trying to say? So yeah, so basically she's like, oh, whatever you're doing with your glucose, keep doing that. I'm not inclined to change any of your medicines. So I'm still on the metformin, 500 milligrams once a day. Not changing anything there. Okay, fine. So now let's talk about my blood pressure. Okay. So they took my blood pressure the first time, and it was like 153/88, which the upper number was higher than this morning and the lower number was lower than this morning. So then she said, okay, fine, I'll take it again. So we went through some other stuff, and then she took it again, and it was like 163 over 116. Like it shot up instead of going down, which quite normally it would go down. So she's like, oh, that's okay, she'll probably just take it manually. She didn't take it manually, but I did tell him that, you know, I got here early. I usually take my meds at 9. I didn't have the meds with me. It's almost 10 o'clock now, so I haven't taken it. Plus, I was running out, so I had to stop taking the 2 and take the 1 to make that stretch. So she was okay with changing the med, so she doubled it to 500 from 250 milligrams twice a day to 500 milligrams twice a day, which is what my RE suggested that I take. She did ask me what my blood pressure looked like on the 500 milligrams twice a day. I was giving her some of the numbers that I had recorded, and she was like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds really good. And those numbers were on birth control, right? So she also wanted to add a second blood pressure medicine that's also safe for pregnancy. I didn't catch the name. I'll have the name by the time this is published on YouTube. So I'll put the name down here. It's acetyl something. I don't know. I tried to get it. She sent it straight to the pharmacy. I don't have like the script. They're all electronic, so it just went straight to the pharmacy. And So I'll have that. And so she just gave me a 30-day supply of both, and then wants to see me back in 2 weeks. So I will come back in 2 weeks for follow-up, especially since I'm trying to get pregnant like in the next month. So there's that. And so that's pretty much where we are. The scale got better after this morning. I made a babu and I dropped a pound. I got on the treadmill. I only did a 20-minute walk instead of a 30-minute walk. So I only lost about a half pound on the treadmill. I would have lost that other half if I'd have done the other 10 minutes because I was just starting to sweat. Whatever. I was still 240, about 2. She marked it as 240 even. So that's lower, and that's with clothes and sneakers on. So obviously dropped some weight there. And you know, let's get my blood pressure under control. I don't know why my blood pressure is like crazy right now. I must be like incredibly stressed out. I really need a day off. Thank goodness I have a day off coming this Friday. And I'm going to try my best to not do any work, like no work at all next weekend. I did spend this past weekend, you know, as I said this morning, cleaning my upstairs. But I need like rest. I think I just need rest. Like I need to be laid up somewhere just sleeping all day because there's too much on my mind. But this video was long enough. I don't want to hold you ladies up anymore. That's pretty much all I have for today. If I come up with anything else, you know, we'll do that. Simply Tanika, you always ask me what A1C is, and you always want an explanation. So for those that don't understand what A1C is, so your A1C is like a 3-month look back at your glucose. Okay, you don't need to be fasting when it's taken. It's basically a gauge on how high your glucose has been over the last 3 months. So at LabCorp, 6.4, like over 6.3 is considered diabetic. I think 5.7 to 6.3 is considered pre-diabetic. Now, because they did it in the office, I don't know what their ranges are, but she was already happy with 6.4. It came back at 6.3. She just said, keep doing what you're doing. So maybe if I come back in 3 months, well, shoot, hopefully I'll be pregnant by then. Not having had this birth control for the last month. Hopefully that hasn't, you know, taken over or adjusted my A1C. Maybe my A1C would have been a little better had I not been on birth control. We'll never know. But, you know, she said it's really good, you know, to be a diabetic. She's basically calling me a diabetic. Like I said, this is my first time seeing her. She doesn't know me that well. So she's basically calling me diabetic, and she's saying, you know, my numbers are good for someone who has diabetes. So I guess clinically I am diabetic. And she doesn't want to change any medicines or whatever. But like I said, that dose of metformin that I have right now, I don't think it does anything. I think it's all diet. It doesn't seem to be changing much about my numbers. My diet does a lot better than the metformin does, but I'll continue to take the metformin since that's what people want you to do. So I'll go ahead and do that, and that's that. So that's what the A1C is. It is literally the letter A, the number 1, and the letter C as in cat. If you get your blood work done, any kind of like metabolic panel should include an A1C. So if you look at that, that is your 3-month look back on the glucose. Because you can have a good fasting glucose today, like your glucose changes over the course of a day. So they really want to see how controlled your sugars are. They look at your A1C. Okay, so hopefully that explains some things. If you still have any questions, Tanika, just let me know. All right, ladies, sticky baby dust to all those TTC. Bye.